What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode. You know, I got on my shades. I got on my shades, t-shirts and my panties on. Now, I don't know why I'm singing that song, t-shirts and my panties on, but one of my producers, they bought me a big old shirt, and I had guests over last night, and I had this big old shirt, and I didn't have on no panties. You know what I'm saying? It was like a big old shirt, and it was nothing on under there. It was nothing on under there. So I said, here, I'm here. Okay, now don't forget, y'all, we trying to go to this inauguration. So y'all got to make sure y'all contribute to the platform so we can get to that inauguration. All right. I don't care if they big and some Wiley ain't got it. We ain't got it. Okay. All right. Let me put the cash up on the screen really quickly. We're gonna raise this money so we can go to the inauguration this Monday. And get there, and it's travel, you know what I'm saying, to get there to and from, because my mama, she don't want me on public transit. Okay. So we got to take Ubers and Lyft to get me to and from. So that's the cash out. And so we can go to that inauguration on Monday. All right. So contribute 5, 10, 15, 20, whatever you can contribute so we can go there. Okay. All right. Because I want to get into some things with these politicians. I'm passionate about politics. So it was some panties. It was nothing. You know, this is live. Listen, Jamal, this is live, okay? You ain't see me with these shades on. Listen, what? You okay? We live, okay? And y'all be getting me. Let me open it up with the producers for a second. Is this a live? Listen, did you see me with shades on? When the last time you seen me with shades on? Come on. When the last time you seen me with some shades on? Be honest. Y'all be coming in the chat, and I think y'all don't even watch. Y'all just be commenting. Is this a live? Honey, what do you think? This is Friday. You understand? This is Friday. We live. So, make sure y'all head over to YouTube station here so y'all can see my face. So we streaming on all platforms. And the reason why we doing it, because half of the people ain't getting our notifications. You know what I'm saying? Half people ain't getting our well, you know now, Jamal. Half our people ain't getting our notifications. So we have to stream everywhere. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Stationhead, we everywhere. I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? The reason why we canceled the text alert, because we couldn't afford it. It was too expensive. It was very expensive, and it wasn't in the budget. Paul said we have to let this go. It's just quietly too expensive, and we were trying to keep up with the Joneses. We couldn't keep up because we don't have the income. You know what I'm saying, to do it. So I said, oh my gosh, there's nowhere in the world we can do that and have that. We can't do it. So that's why I said, let me just go live on all platforms. And then I didn't go live on IG because I just got my phone over here. Where's my phone at? My red one. Okay, it's right there. And I would have went live on IG. Hold on 1 second. Give me a second here. Let me go live on Instagram. Yeah, I'm on Twitch. I forgot my Twitch. It's on there somewhere. Okay. Let me go live on my IG. Okay. Yeah, I can see through these glasses. I'm gonna be wearing these glasses in Chicago. I want to go to the inauguration with the shades on. Okay. Yeah, they said, Wiley, isn't she lovely? Yes, isn't she wonderful? Yes, okay. I had to have these shades on. And I forgot my Twitch. My Twitch just kind of I gotta give my Twitch. So I just know I go live on Twitch. I gotta promote my Twitch more. But I'm gonna go live on IG because half y'all don't know that I'll be live on YouTube. So give me a second. Mm-hmm. We got 46 people that's live, that's watching me right now on Station Head. A couple of people watching me on Facebook. And so now I'm live over on Instagram. So listen, y'all. Hey, what up, IG? So what's going on? People ain't getting a notification, so I have to go live everywhere. I'm everywhere. I'm live on Station Head. I'm not now Station Head. People, y'all donate because we ain't monetized over here. Hit that Cash App. Okay, let me put it right here. Okay, because we ain't monetized over there. Okay. So if y'all want to keep me going live over here on Station Head, y'all know what y'all got to do. Okay. What up, Instagram family? So we live over there on YouTube. Okay. I know some of you look at this beautiful brother right here. No, he didn't just left me some hearts. Mr. Jermaine Sellers, amazing singer. And you know what? Can I flirt with you for a second, Sellers? Do you mind if I flirt with you for a second? I'm about to flirt with somebody on my IG for a second. Not only can this man sing, but he's attractive. You understand that? He's attractive, right? And you know, God gonna truly bless. You know why? Because you are talented, you are attractive, you are nice, you are kind, you are important. I just want to flirt with you for a second. I don't know if you're in a relationship. If you're in a relationship, don't worry about that. I still gonna flirt with you because you still look good. All right, and you're an amazing singer. If I had you, oh my gosh, we'll be millionaires. I'm gonna just tell you right then and there. I know I'm flirting right now. I know I'm saved, but I done went on and got off my, saw that goodness. But if we were together, we'd be millionaires. Because not only can you sing, and I got the channel, we can network. We could just take over the world. But okay, but welcome. I love you. I've been following you ever since I seen you on your boy Nunu show. I believe that's why I saw you at, and I've been a fan ever since. I love you. And whenever you in Dallas or whenever I'm in New York, I come to New York City and come and see you. And you know what I'm saying? And I thought I was straight. And God said, you ain't straight. I thought I was delivered. And God will always answer your prayers and will let you know. Wait a minute. God will let you know is I'm truly delivered. Like the morning time, he came in the chair with that goodness, and I felt something in my spirit, right there in my fleshly body. And I said, I ain't delivered. I ain't delivered. Okay. I love you too. I'm in Chicago. Are you in Chicago? I'm about to be in Chicago. You bet. Are you lying? You in Chicago right now? I'm coming to Chicago. I'm trying to go to the inauguration. Yes. Are you in? We got the link up. You in Chicago? Oh wow. Wait a minute. Okay. Mm. Look at God working. I'm gonna have to go in your DM. Okay. Okay. Look at God truly work. That brother said he's in Chicago. Do you know that's meant for us to be together? I'm a comedian. So do you know that meant I didn't even know that. Okay. Yes. Okay. I'll give you. Okay. He in Chicago. Oh, wow. Look at that, people. God is so good. Hallelujah. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Oh man, won't he do it? God is he's a miracle worker. I will tell you right there, he is a miracle worker. He is a miracle worker. God is a miracle worker. He's in miracles, right? And I didn't even know that brother was in Chicago. It's meant. Okay. It's meant. All right. Look at that. Okay. They said collab coming soon. Okay, you better say it. You better say it. I see y'all in here. Okay, we got a lot of topics to get into, you guys. I'm live on IG, live on Station Head, live on YouTube, live on Facebook, live everywhere. And so we're gonna get a little messy. So with that being said, most def, okay, I'm looking forward to it. We're gonna get a little messy in the show. Okay, let's go to our first topic here. We're gonna get a little bit messy. Wow, a little bit messy here. Give me a second. And this is the saying, and you know what, black folks, stop all that line. Let's bring Jamie Foxx on the screen for a second. Y'all ain't gonna be able to see. I'm live on YouTube right now. But y'all stop all that line. Y'all talking about y'all praying for Jamie Foxx. Oh, I'm praying for Jamie. Oh, Lord bless them. Most black folks, when they say they praying for you, that's the prayer. Do you hear me? When black folks say they praying for you, that's the prayer. They're praying for you is the prayer. This is a prayer in the name of Jesus. Father God, in the name of Jesus. Lord, you created the body of Jamie. Heal him completely in his body. Watch over the doctors as they guide and do the surgery and give him the medicine that he heal. You made the body. You made the head. You made the heart. You made the lungs. You made the kidneys in the name of Jesus. Lord, heal him completely that he walk up out of that hospital. Do it for your glory. In Jesus' name I pray. Lord, encourage his family as they deal with the public pressure and as they deal with the inner circle, as they deal with Hollywood. In the name of Jesus, Lord, heal him in his body that he walk up out of there and testify of your goodness. In Jesus' name I pray. Thank God. Amen. That's the prayer. Come on. Woo! Glory! That is the prayer. Don't be just sitting there talking about, I'm going to pray, and you don't pray. You done lied right there. I'm going to pray and then not sit in one prayer. Don't just say it. Pray right now. No, you can't wait till you get home and in your prayer closet. You got to pray right where you at. It's a need right now. He can't wait for you to get to your prayer closet and get to your favorite pillow that Big Mama left you so you can get on your knees and pray. No, pray right now. Wherever you at, pray and say amen. Come on, somebody. Pray. Now, he could be gone. I don't know. Because people that I'm talking to, they don't know. Some say he gone. Some say he on his way up out of here. I don't know, but that's, and then people say, Wiley, mind your business. That ain't mind your business. You in people business. Well, first of all, sir, I am minding my business and his business too, because he the public. We wouldn't be in Jamie Foxx business if it wasn't for his daughter. Let me just keep it real. Hold on 1 second. I don't want to get too loud here. If it wasn't for his daughter, we wouldn't be in Jamie Foxx business. Amen. So please save me with the crap when y'all reach out my DM talking about, man, your business, Wiley, you always in people business. His daughter said that he had a medical complication and that everything pretty much gonna be all right. We want privacy, and boom, and then the public is in the business. You can't be a public figure, a celebrity like Jamie Foxx, and people ain't gonna say nothing. Sit down. If you wanted privacy, then his daughter shouldn't have said nothing. She shouldn't have made no statement. She shouldn't have wrote nothing. Jamie, whoever posts something on his Facebook or Instagram should have said anything if you want privacy. So don't do something about you want privacy, but then you come with a public statement. The public is going to respond. All right? Is I'm telling the truth here? Y'all so quick to tell me to mind my business. You don't know what you talking about. But everybody else be reporting on it. Y'all don't say nothing. But then y'all come over here at the Wiley Show and try to get me together. You don't say nothing when these other platforms say something about Jamie. But soon I say something, you come and do something, because you can't call TMZ. You can't call Brother Vlad. You ain't got Vlad's number. You can't call Exp0sed. You can't even call B. Scott. You can't call BT. Only one you can call is me. And I'm going to stop taking half y'all phone calls because you don't give nothing. You calling my phone, texting me, and don't give $1. So I got to stop taking y'all phone calls for free. I'm sorry. I got to stop doing it. All right? So I'm just saying. And his daughter left a blank statement. Well, it was a medical complication. No, I'm talking about, what's the medical complication? Get up out of here. What is the medical complication? Let us know. He's the public. You said what you said. Tell us what we need to pray for. And if this is a need, and say, you know what, my father, he's on his deathbed. Pray. He had a stroke. He had a heart attack. Something. Don't be talking about it was a medical complication and we're asking the public for privacy. They ain't going to give you that privacy. Hush. Sit down somewhere. If you want it private, don't say nothing. Right? If it's a need, especially I want everybody in my family, if I'm in need, if I'm in a hospital, put a prayer out. Put my business out there. Go to the prayer warriors. Don't go to Larry Reid, but go to the prayer warriors. Don't go to Tasha K because she drink wine. Go to the strong prayer warriors, the real prayer warriors that's going to pray for me. Amen? But I don't want all that privacy for need. I'll say, no, it's time to let people know that we need prayer. Facts, even if you want to be a subscriber or not, they need to stop that. It's absolutely. Come on, somebody. And then you want to call and you want one-on-one time with me. I don't want Bishop Whitehead to pray for me, not a no federal indictment. And then next, you know, the federal government, they knocking on my door. Hello, this the FBI. We here to investigate. You had Bishop Whitehead praying for you, so we gonna investigate you because that prayer was a fraudulent prayer. I ain't nothing against Bishop Whitehead, nothing against him, but it look like if he prayed for you, baby, the FBI coming after you because they gonna say it's fraudulent. That was a fraudulent prayer. You on the investigation. This the FBI. Put your hands up. So I don't too much want him to pray for me at all. He on too much investigation, baby. He didn't got robbed. I'ma just be real. And I love me some Bishop Whitehead, and I don't want to get too much in his business like that. The man was robbed, and then another lady tried to come towards his daughter. I don't want that man to pray for me on the investigation. They call him the bling bling bishop, and he on so many investigation. No, he need prayer. He need prayer. He need a revival. Come on, somebody. So he need prayer. As I'm telling the truth. Okay? Ain't nothing wrong with that. And Tasha K said half his teeth is rotten. That's what Tasha K said that. Tasha K, you know, let's bring Jamie Foxx down there. God bless you, Jamie. Hope you be well. Okay, Tasha K said that Bishop Whitehead, half his teeth was rotten. That's exactly what she said. She said on her app that you can't unsubscribe unless you get you a new bank account and a new debit card. But she said half his mouth is rotten. That's exactly what she said. She said it out of her mouth. Half of y'all didn't know she said it because you ain't paying that $29. I ain't got it. I'm fortunate enough to have a member of my team that paid for it and allowed me to get the teeth. But she said in that particular video, she said half his teeth is rotten. That's exactly what she said. Tasha K ain't got no friends in this business. She said it. And Bishop Whitehead, you shouldn't be shocked because that lady, she kept saying, I don't have friends in this business. That's what she said. So I ain't shocked at all because she ain't got no friends in this business. She have said it multiple times. Armand Wiggins was upset. He was crying mad because she took some from him and didn't teach him a camera because he thought that was a friend. She ain't no friend. Stop all that mess. Y'all just mean folks about that stuff. You don't know these folks long enough to be a friend. Just because you met a person on YouTube don't make that person your friend. Do you know the requirements of a friend? People use that term so loosely. They do. As I'm telling the truth here today, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all use that word, oh, this is my friend, that's my friend. And that's why you end up the most hurt because you're giving that title to people that's not even an associate. You're just giving it to people. Oh, this is my friend, this is my friend, that's my friend. That ain't your friend. Sit down somewhere. And yeah, Tasha K talked about Bishop Whitehead saying half his teeth is rotten. He under federal investigation, and she don't want to be under federal investigation. Then she dragged in Foxy Brown and said Foxy Brown is associated with Bishop Whitehead. They doing credit card fraud. I tried to talk to Foxy Brown, and she couldn't even hardly hear me. I said, Foxy, can you hear me? I can't hear what? I said, Foxy, did you help bitch? What? I said, Foxy, what? Did you help Bishop Whitehead? I can't hear you, sugar. Let me put my hearing aid. So she had to put her hearing aid. The hearing aid wasn't working. And I said, now give me a second here. You're doing all that fraud allegedly with Bishop Whitehead. Let's just say that's what Tasha said. And you can't afford no good hearing aids. If I'm doing the type of fraud that Bishop Whitehead, knocking people out of the church, kicking people out of the church, having a mansion, got a Bugatti, got on Gucci drawers, gold trimming, and all that, and I can't afford no good hearing aids. Do you hear me, ladies and gentlemen? Your Barity ain't working. You doing all that fraud, and you got your hearing aid ain't working. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, come on now. All right, Instagram. I'm tired of holding this phone up. Y'all head over to YouTube. Okay? Can you understand that? You doing all that fraud and your hearing aid ain't working. Get up out of here. I'm just saying what I'm saying. I know y'all ain't gonna like this type of teaching, but we gotta say it. I'm here. Okay? I am a fraud. I do credit card fraud. I help Bishop Whitehead. This is Foxy Brown. But I can't hear out my ear. I need a hearing aid. You know, all that type of stuff. I ain't gonna get into that. But and this is the thing, I gotta be careful with Foxy Brown because she like to threaten folks. You can't even hardly hear. You know you something wrong with you. You can't hardly hear. You still want to threaten people. Get up out of here. Now, I don't know if she's doing it or not because it's coming from Tasha K. That's a known liar. So wherever she say, if she say the sky is blue, you gonna have to get upside and look outside the sky to see it's blue. That's how much a liar Tasha K is. So you got to take whatever she say with a grain of salt. I look at her, she's a gossip show. My show is a gossip show. That ain't no truth bearer show. That's gossip. She giving you gossip. Half the stuff is BS. It's to make you feel good. That's it. It just so happened that she did too much. She broke the code and she kept battling Cardi B. She didn't know how to pull it back. See, I know how to pull it back. You send me a cease and desist, and you send me a cease and desist, and then I know, okay, let's pull it back some, right? You got to know how to pick your battles. Unfortunately, she didn't know how to pick her battles. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. You know, she trying to do all that stuff. I want everything in my name. I don't want stuff in my mama name, my daddy name, my brother name, my son name. I want everything I own in my name or in a trust that I own and operate. I don't want nobody over my finances but me. Do you hear me? You got to hide stuff. Oh, okay. Oh, can you put it in my mama name? Okay, right now. Okay, put these documents, put it in mama name now. Put it in mama name. Your name is, you got it in your mama name. Catherine Kebe. You got it in Catherine Kebe. Your name ain't Catherine, it's Latasha. What you got it in? Your name ain't Catherine. Yeah, right. Yeah, mama. You know all that. You got to go get your mail from your mama, Catherine. She in there frying chicken, all the mails in her name, and you got to pay the bills with her card. That's in her name, all your money, because you had. Who want to live like that? Who want to live like that? That ain't living. You got to have and move finances here and there. Okay? And I'm over here on station here. Somebody said this quote. I don't want to respond to that, sister. She said, Wiley, you bad for black people. You are crabs in a barrel. Well, ma'am, if I'm so bad for black people, then leave. I love black people. You don't know the work that I do for black people. I'm black. And I work hard for my people. I like my coffee black. And if you don't like what I do, then you ain't got to tune in to listen. But you still listening because I'm entertaining. You just squirt out your butthole listening to me right now. All right? So back to the program. I got a little bit distracted. So Tasha K have to hide stuff. And she got to hide it to this person. And that person ain't nothing in her name. Because if it is, it's going to have to go to Cardi. And I'm not mad at her. Because if I had to owe $4 million, it's going to my dog name, my cousin name, it's going to some deceased relatives' name. All right? I'm just being 100% honest. Do you hear me in this chat? So that's low-key smart, to be honest. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If you got to hide it, hide it. I don't want to live like that, but you got to do what you got to do. Okay, you said I look kind of fly today. I know. I look kind of fly today. All right. Okay, that's how that go. And my aunt Willie Mae name, Willie Mae Kibi. Oh, kakaba gubi hibi kibi. You know, they got them big old huba gubi and laba huba, a haba shibi, and sibi behidi, books are better, and never kaka, and kika kataba paya. You know, they got them big old names. You can't hardly respond. You know, all them big old names. You know, she dealing with people that know how to scam. You know, them Africans, they know how to scam. They be scamming folks all the way in the jungle, in a hut, hardly with no good internet connection, getting millions of dollars. Google the Nigerian scams. That's $1 billion. It's almost up in the billions. So that's one thing about them Africans. They know how to scam. I ain't got nothing against my African people. Not all Africans scam. Let me say that before y'all sitting in there with that broken English in my DM. Not all Africans scam. That's a stereotype. All right, not all, but some, yes, it's in the statistics. You can Google the statistics of the phishing scams that people do in certain parts of Africa. Okay, not everybody in Africa scam, but there's a certain percentage of people that do. I'm talking about those that do. And the people that are associated with Tasha K, they know how to do it. Her husband know how to do it. He ain't quiet for nothing. I can guarantee you they know how to do them scams. Do you hear me? And you see she ain't going live. She done burnt every bridge. She used to go live on people live and distract. She can't even do that no more. Because it's so noticeable. Remember back in the day, Tasha K get dragged. She'd come on the Wiley Show. Wiley, oh, I love you, Wiley. And she'd get on there. I love you. You love me. We're a happy family. I'm going to give you this camera. You is my favorite blog. I want you to drag Armand for me. I want y'all to sing with me. I love you. Come on, y'all. You love me. We're a great big family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too? Okay? I'm just saying. Okay? So I just had to say that. Okay? I just had to say that. And so, no, and I want to break this down. I didn't have no problem working with Tasha K. But I knew that Tasha K was dissing me. She didn't want to work with me. And that's fine. So I'm going to do what I have to do to get the camera and do what I have to do. Get in whatever. I know it's a short-term plan. I'm not upset that she didn't pick me. Look what you know what I'm saying? So I'm not upset about that. I'm still going to talk about her. Oh, yes. I'm still going to talk about her. I'm just keeping it all the way real. I'm still going to talk about her. That ain't going to stop. Give me a second on that. Do y'all hear me? I'm still going to talk about Tasha K. 1 second, because that air is just blowing up my nose. I'm still going to talk about her. I ain't apologizing for what? That woman lied on me? Apologize for what? What I got to apologize for her for all the lies she told about me? You think I'm apologizing? Please. It ain't going to be sincere. It ain't going to be sincere. What I look like apologizing to her? It ain't going to be sincere. Y'all taking off her and she was sued for $4 million. Talking about apologize. Apologize for what? She should apologize for how she dragged Cardi B and her family. She should apologize on how she disrespected that woman and her family. Apologize to them. What I'm apologizing to her for? Get up out of here. It ain't gonna be sincere. What I'm apologizing to her for? Is she apologizing to the people that she lie on? No. Just because she a black woman, she's out of order. And her husband was weak as water and then put her in order. I just had to get a conversation with a viewer of her former moderator, and I'm just going to say this right, then I ain't going to say her name, but her former moderator, she called me night before last at 1 o'clock in the morning, actually last night at 1 o'clock in the morning. She called me at 1 o'clock in the morning. And she was so angry because she said, I ain't weak with your broke A. She called me broke. She had purchased the flight. Now, she said she get out me flight to Georgia, and she was upset because I did not drag WAC 100 and did not. So she canceled the flight to Georgia. Let me break it down. So she got the flight from Frontier. I don't like Frontier. And what's the other one? She got the flight. Then she canceled the flight. She called me. She said, I'm canceling your flight because you ain't got my back. B. That's what she said. She hung up. So she canceled the flight. So I couldn't get to the award show because she canceled my flight. But nobody asked her to give me the flight. She offered it. And then she called me a B and canceled the flight. Here I am packing, thinking I'm going to Delta, thinking I'm going to the award show to go on an award. You know what I'm saying? To be with my brothers and sisters at the award show. You know, got me a nice three-piece suit. I'm getting ready to go to the airport, and she canceled my flight. So, and then I had to tell her, and then she was talking about WAC 100 that I didn't have her back, and then I had to drag her. So I'm telling her how weak she is, how weak her husband is. So she called me last night. Now, members already heard this with her. She called me in the middle on Instagram, cussing me out with your broke A. I always give to the needy. And I'm saying, if you always give to the needy, but keep on giving, honey. And I said, my husband ain't weak. So then she put it upon herself. She called me on Instagram. Now, this old sickly man on the line, I'm her husband. And I'm going to tell you right now, I ain't weak. I said, first of all, sir, with all due respect, you need an oxygen tank. I'm going to tell you right now, I ain't weak. I ain't weak at all. I ain't weak. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I ain't weak. I'm in the military. I served in the military. I served my country. I said, wait a minute, sir. You out of order. Don't you dare call me in the middle of the night trying to get me together. You is weak. And then he said, I told my wife to get off the app. I said, sir, you need to put your foot down. And then the wife, see, when you talk too much, it always come out. She said, I was on the phone. My husband was on the phone with me. She in the background. When Wack pulled out of his thing, my husband was on the phone with me. My husband was on the phone with me. He was in the room with me. She said, she was in the room with me. I said, you out of order. You allow your wife to get disrespected by another man and you don't put your foot down? You is weak. I don't respect no weak man. I don't respect no man that allow his woman to control him and get you on the phone to cuss. You put her in check. Get somewhere and sit down. How dare you call me in the middle of the night? I'm going to check you. I don't give a damn how long you served in the military. That does not give you the right to be disrespectful to me just because you served out there in Afghanistan. That don't give you the right to disrespect me, sir, just because you put on the red, white, and blue. Who are you to disrespect me? I will check you with everything you got on. Don't you dare hit me up in that middle. Yes, you weak, and your wife is weak. Both of y'all are weak. And she messy. That's why she can never keep no job. You don't even get, everywhere she goes, she get fired. She was over there with Milagro Grams, fired. She was over there with everybody else, fired. Everywhere she goes, she get cussed out. You the problem. You didn't get your husband with Milagro. You didn't get your husband to cuss out Tasha K, but you think you're going to come over here. I will check you and your husband with that bad breathing of his. I will check you in a minute. Don't act like you give me a lot of money like it's retirement money. $2 here, $3 here. That ain't enough to keep me quiet. As I get a military check, I'm retired, but you still messy. What you telling me for you don't hardly give? Then give me $9,000 then a month. Hush. What you don't be coming in bragging. I get all it. Don't brag about that. Put your money where your mouth is. Calling me in the middle of the night with your husband. Y'all supposed to be in there screwing in the bedroom. That thing probably don't even get up. That's probably why she had to go to Whack 100 so he can whack that chicken. That's probably why she had to go to Whack 100. Come on, somebody. You supposed to be screwing at 1 o'clock at night, not talking to Wiley. You claim he's broke, and I am. I ain't got it, so hit the Cash App. I am broke. That is the truth. But why are you worried about Wiley? You in the military. You educated. You got multiple streams of income. Why you calling me in the middle of the night? If you got all that, then you don't need to call me. You can just cut me off. But it turns you on to talk about Brother Wiley. It makes you feel warm and tingly in the inside. You like when you got a strong man that check you. That turns you on. Women respect men that put them in their place. That's a turn on. When a man put that foot down, that makes you feel real good. You get, oh man, your chest meat get hard. You get a little wet. Women like when a man put their foot down. Women respect a man that's strong and put that foot down. Some of y'all just control y'all, man. And you ain't got no real man to put the foot down. You put the foot down. Okay? So, calling me at 1 o'clock in the night. In the night. I'm up. I got bipolar. Voices hitting. Them voices was ready. I had to say, stand down. Them voices was ready. I'm up at 1 o'clock because I got bipolar. I got bipolar. The voices got me up. We was up chilling. We having a meeting. You interrupt my meeting with my voices. I was having a good conversation with my voices. We was talking about Jag and stuff, what we gonna do and how we gonna run for president tomorrow. You know, we had them little conversations. I talked to myself. You interrupted my talking session to myself and didn't even give me $1. You know I'm broke. Donate. Cussing me out. And Tasha K gave you a camera and you burned every bridge with Tasha K. And Tasha K gave you a camera and you burned the bridge with Armand and he tried to help you. When did he try to help me? When? When did that brother try to help me? You don't know what you talking about, women. Tasha brought the camera because I was dragging somebody, not because she wanted help, Brother Wiley. She just wanted me to be in crystal HD to do her dirty work. But you got to give me more than a camera. I'm worth more than a camera. I'm worth more than a camera. Just because you bought me a camera, you think you own me. I'm a real type of a dude. You got to do more than that. You think just because you bought me a camera that I owe you loyalty? No. Hush. I'm talking this lovely morning. I know I'm here. I may miss my flight to Chicago because I'm here talking to y'all. She brought that camera because I was dragging Armand Wiggins on her behalf. I was saying stuff that she couldn't say or didn't have the courage to say. I was playing the bad guy, and she gave the camera, and her husband called my phone to get my address. And I said, you didn't get my address, you get my P.O. box. I gave him the P.O. box. Couple of days later, about almost a week later, the camera was in the P.O. box. Do you hear me? But cussing me out. All because I said you weak. If it must have touched something. It must have touched something. And then she said, I'm going to call the cops for SA. How can you call the cops because a man called you weak? Then she said, she kept talking. You know, women, when you talk too much, you going to tell on yourself. I unblocked Wack so Wack can talk to people on. I unblocked him. I can't stand him. And then you talking to him. Lady, please, that ain't making no sense. If he stroked his chicken, you ain't going to unblock him to talk to him on Clubhouse. He did all that. You will let your lawyers handle it. Who you think you talking to? Somebody that ain't got no education? I graduated from the 12th grade. I got a high school diploma. I graduated the bottom of my class from Chicago Military Academy. Graduated with the bottom of my class. You know what I'm saying? And I'm an honor student. I'm a trans honor. What's a trans honor? I feel like I am an honor student. If you can go out here and change your gender, I feel I'm a trans honor student. I'm trans honor. So I identify as an honor student. So in my mind, I got straight A's. I'm on the valedictorian. I identify as an honor student. So in my mind, I go everywhere I go. They say, how'd you do in school? Straight A's, 4.5 GPA, top of my class. I went to Harvard. Oh, yes. I went to Harvard. Harvard, I identify. You can't get mad because if you allow one door to be open to identify, I'm trans smart. I identify as an honor student. Can't get mad at me. I identify as an honor student. Yes, I identify. Straight A's. I went to Harvard Law School with President Obama. We were roommates. Thank y'all so very much in here. I just had to come and talk to y'all for a second. We gonna get into these topics. I got to go, but I ain't gonna go yet before we talk to my audience. Chicago can wait. I gotta talk to my people. Okay? I ain't gonna, sister, I love you. I love you. You said you should apologize for disrespect to her husband. He's a real man who take care of his family. Okay. I ain't apologizing. Nope. I'm going to keep that apart. Now you can donate and I apologize. What do you want me to say? You going to hit the Cash App and I apologize. I'll come with a good one. Do you want me to cry with the apology? Now, if you want to cry with the apology, then you want the boogers to fly, and let me know. And I apologize. I would. To the end, no. Y'all don't give enough for me to apologize. What I'm apologizing for, please. Y'all like it when I'm nice and ratchet. He called me in the middle of the night. I ain't call him. Like I said, I was talking to my voices. Look at True Heart. She gave a True Heart a super chat. Come on, somebody. Make sure y'all hit the cast so we can have it directly. But thank you for the super sticker. So y'all come here and tell me to do everything. And I got to be all righteous. Everybody else can drag, but I can't do it. No. I want to drag too. I was mad at my own business. Paul, you know, I was walking around a little naked, eating some cereal, talking to my voice and singing to myself, playing with myself. Yeah, I was playing with myself. I had to do that play. I'm single. What else? I ain't got nobody else to play with, so I just play with myself. Hitting that chest meat, you know, mad at my own self, getting ready to get down with the get down. Here she is calling me out of breath, can't even hardly talk, trying to get me together. Here I am and playing with myself, having a good old time with myself. Imagine I'm with somebody nice. You know, I'm just having a good old time with myself. I get interrupted. So yes, you're gonna be the content. She wanted to be the content because you wouldn't have called me. I was just up there playing with myself, digging in myself, you know, smelling my fingers, you know, do what I do. People say, I know you, I live a regular life, just up playing with myself, looking in the mirror, looking bad, hearing voices. So, and I seek this from my heart. I'm trying to make it like everybody else. But it looked like people don't want Brother Wiley to make it. That's why I'm going to keep on making it. Do y'all hear me in the chat? I don't know why we jumped to this subject, but we had to jump to this subject. We had to jump to this subject. I put my shades on because we're going to be a little shaded today. And they all watching. You got people that live on the West Coast, they live with my name in the title. These people are just, see, God is exposing hypocrites. All these hypocrites that say, I don't watch Wiley. He. Who Wiley? He ugly. He. And then it's the West Coast. Almost 7, 9, 8 o'clock in the morning. Here you is talking about Brother Wiley. But did you say you don't like me? You don't know who I am? Do you understand that, people? Talking about Brother Wiley, but these same people, I don't know him. Who he. I'm not returning nothing. I'm returning something. It's a gift. My homegirl, she bought me she had bought me a boot for my twisted leg. And she got mad because I slept with her boyfriend. It was an accident. And didn't mean to we had a couple of little shots on the house, couple of shots. And I slept with her boyfriend. Now I didn't mean to sleep with her boyfriend. We were drunk. We had a couple of shots on the house. He took me out to a nice little rooftop. Had a couple of little shots. Went back to my room. We got it in. It was my fault. And then he came home. She smelled my scent. I got a certain scent. So sweat and black, but she smelled my scent, my cologne. And she asked me, she said, don't lie to me. Did you sleep with my man? I said, we slept together, yes. And she slapped me. And then she said she wanted the boot that she bought for my twisted leg. And I did not give her that boot back. I still got it because she got my name in the boot. In my name, it's in my boot. And she said, I love you, my friend for life. And I still got the boot. And every time I wear it, I think about my friend, Miss Sally. And even though we're no longer friends, I don't regret sleeping with her man. You know why I don't regret sleeping with her man? Because it was the best love making we ever had. We did some things in that air mattress that I won't forget. Even talking about it now got me all warm and tingly on the inside. And what we did on that air mattress, if I had to give it a grade, I would give it a 10 after a 10. That's how good it was. Do I regret sleeping with him? No. I'm a hoe. So hoes don't apologize because we hoes. And we were definitely doing that, and I don't apologize. He was good looking. And I couldn't say no to that. You get me some Hennessy, we gonna get all in. I get all, baby. And it was, Hennessy and conversation. All right, I just had to say that. So whatever Miss Sally at, I don't apologize. Okay, let's move on. Now, I wasn't planning on doing this particular episode, but we just got cut off over there. Okay, what y'all said in the chat? Did y'all hit the cash out? Because we want to reach our goal, because we do want to go to the inauguration. Seriously, we want to go to the inauguration on Monday. So make sure y'all hit the cash up so we can go to the inauguration. Okay. $ Marquise Wiley 28. All right. Let's I had to put the air on and it just messes up my nose. Okay, what we gonna talk about next? I gotta talk about Anita Baker. Now, Anita Baker is trash. And I know a lot of people say that could be your grandmother, but grandmother is trash. She's evil. She's late. She's delayed. And let me give you the backstory. So Anita Baker, I love you, baby. Said sweet love, sweet love. Every time I say sweet love. Every time they go. Okay, so she decided to have a concert with Babyface, and she was late, so late, a couple of hours late. Thank you so very much. We just raised $10. We need $70 more. She was late, and so the show. Let's say the show started at 7. At 8, 9 o'clock, she's doing, you know what I'm saying? Whether they call that testing the mic and all that type of stuff. Test the mic. Okay, we raised 40. Thank you. We got $40. So keep on doing. She was late, so Babyface was going to perform, but he was on the line to perform. Because she was so late, it's a certain amount of time you have at the venue. He couldn't perform. She had to perform. Now, Anita Baker, you've been in this business before I was born. Before my mama was about 2-3 years old, you started in the business. Why don't you get your hind part? You was in sound check. Get up. You know the show started at 7. Get to the venue at 5, 4 o'clock to do your sound check. You a legend. And I'm not going to sit here and kiss your butt because you a legend. You a legend. You wrong. You don't show up to no venue at no 8, 9 o'clock. And then not letting Babyface do that. That's embarrassing because people want to see Babyface. They want to see Babyface perform. They weren't just coming to see you perform. And I'm being honest. And I know y'all ain't gonna like this because y'all like Anita Baker. Y'all, anybody that y'all fans of, they can do y'all wrong and y'all don't care. Because that's Anita Baker. But Anita Baker is wrong. Thank you so very much. I'm trying to find her IG. Get up out of here. Non-singing self. Well, she can sing, but you can't hardly understand what she's saying. She can sing, but you, baby, you better put them subtitles on. And then she said, "Thank you. We raised another $25. Thank you. Y'all really want me to go to that inauguration. God bless you. Thank you." And she gonna talk about, "Oh, we sold out of shows and all that, bragging and not apologize." You wrong. And people, just because you get old and you get gray hair on your yoni, you wrong. Oh, we can't say nothing. No, sometimes elderly people get out of order and they deserve to be checked. Elderly people get out of order, so they deserve to be checked. She was wrong. She had no right to show up to that venue late. You too old. You've been in this business too long to show up to a venue hours late. You out of order. Who is your manager? Who is your assistant? You up there trying to be this diva, this diva. Honey, if it wasn't for the black people and the white people that paid your tickets, that bought your albums, you would be nothing. See, the problem is with a lot of these quote-unquote divas or quote-unquote whatever, y'all forget about us little people is the reason y'all is in the position that y'all are in today. It's because us, our fathers and our mothers and our grannies sacrificed to pull their resources together to buy your tickets, to buy your albums, to buy your merchandise. And you have the audacity to show up hours late when people take off to come to your concert, when people got to get a babysitter. You know a lot of your fans are old. You know they got to warm them bones up. You know a lot of your audience about 60, 65 years old. They you know what I'm saying? They have to sleep all day to prepare for that night, and then they got to sit there. Some of them got on diapers and everything like that, and you know they can't be sitting for hours upon hours because they can control their bowels like that, and then you show up at sound check at 9:30, knowing that the venue is a certain amount of time that you got to be out of that venue. And you think just because you Anita Baker and you've been in this business for years that you deserve. No, you out of order. And if I was there, I would want my money back. And according to the streets, they want their money back. You out of order. And I heard you got a nasty attitude. Stephanie Mills, she said you got a nasty attitude. Dana Rose says you got a nasty attitude. I talk to people in the industry. You got a nasty attitude. We need to call these people out. And y'all stop going to their concert. They showing up 3, 4, 5 hours late. Don't give them another dime. Give it to me. I'll show up on time. Going there and showing up late and getting mad and gonna try to brag. We sold out 120 shows. Look at God. You come on, sus. You wrong. And I understand Babyface, he did not disrespect her at all. Let me read what Babyface wrote, because I don't want to put no words in Babyface. Okay? Babyface. Okay, let's get to Babyface. Y'all work with it. We trying to make sure that we get everything on there. You know what I'm saying? Paul is he just got in today. He's going to start his vacation, so we can't afford to take Paul with us. So he, you know what I'm saying? He want to go, but we can't afford him. Okay, all right. So this is what Babyface said. He said, "I am truly sorry to my fans who have been waiting for us to hit the stage this evening at the center, the Retuning Center. I don't know how to pronounce it. We're at the center. I was asked not to perform in order to give Ms. Baker her space and time to perform her show in its entirety. My band and I are extremely saddened, but we didn't get to perform for y'all tonight." Okay, and that's what he said. He didn't drag her at all. He wrote a statement, did not drag her at all. But most of the people in the industry, Stephanie Mills said this quote: "Love you, Babyface. You can come with me with a heart." Tony Braxton posted a heart. Also, Stephanie Mills, I love her. She said this quote: I hate when this happened amongst our people. We should be thankful that people are still paying money to come to our shows. We are not kids anymore. This makes me really sad to see and read this." Absolutely, I agree. Jack A said, "You deserve better, baby." D9 said, "We love you, brother." Sherry Shepard said, "Your fans missed the show of a lifetime." Tamar Braxton, she posted under there as well. So we see all these people and they have everything right. Okay. I don't understand that. That's wrong. And I'm gonna call you, Anita Baker. You better answer. I'm gonna pray for you, but I gotta correct you, sister, because you black, you an elder, and I require much from an elder because you know better. You lived through the civil rights era, you lived through Jim Crow, you lived through the internet stage. Now you're living through the streaming stage. So on this streaming platform, I gotta check you, sister. You an elder. So I gotta check you because I require more from elders. Now I can understand if you a teenage act, but when you in your 70s, I require more of you. Do you understand? Let's move on because I'm getting kind of upset talking about this. And if you don't like what I said, you can call in. Do you hear me? God bless you, people. All right, let's go to the next topic here. All right. Let's go to the other one on here. And then if I miss something, y'all could always call in. Okay, here we go. We're going to talk about College Shield. Now, I only watch episode 1. I'll talk about the other episodes when I watch it. I was only able to watch the free one until I get the money to get all the memberships, and then I can do episode 2 and 3 whenever the other episodes. But this is episode 1, and I'm just going to talk about the highlights of this particular of College Shield. So I watched the show. They got Tiffany Pollard in there, and you could just tell that they're just scrambling for a storyline. It's so fake. They show up to the house with nothing in their bags. You know, they real luggage you don't see, but they show up in the cars to the place. One of the major storylines, Tiffany Pollard. I'm still say Tiffany Haddish. I'm sorry, Tiffany Pollard. Tiffany Pollard showed up, and she was talking about how her baby died. And I'm thinking it's her real baby. Like, when did she get pregnant? She talking about her dog. And then Joseline Hernandez was like, she was, consoling her. Oh my gosh, your baby. Oh my gosh. So fast forward, it gets to the point where they arguing because Tiffany, she just starts screaming, "Get out, that's my baby." And then Joseline called her B, talking about why you crying over a dog. This I don't understand people to be having funerals for dogs. And like Mama D, she was crying for that dog, like weeping for the dog, put a funeral and actually put makeup on the dog. I don't understand it. But people love their dogs. Anyway. But Joseline and they was arguing, they was going at it, and it was definitely. So this season, you got Amber Rose. So now a video have dropped, I guess, a sneak preview that Amber Rose and Joseline Hernandez, they got into a fight. typically this College Hill experience would have been boring without Amber Rose, without Tiffany Pollard, without Joseline Hernandez. Joseline is pretty much the star of this particular show. The rest of them ain't really there. The rest of them are just there. It's eye candy at the end of the day. But I enjoyed the first episode. It was good. It's good to see Ray J. It's good to see the other man. What's the other man name? Who he looks so good? The one that's married to Tatiana. Tatiana. Ooh, she's good looking. I bet he's good looking. Man, I can say it right now. So it's a good episode, man. It was a good episode. But if it wasn't for Joseline, Amber, Rose, and then Tiffany, it wouldn't have been a good. It wouldn't have been a good one. But I love it. I love the fact that they are honoring HBCUs, giving HBCUs the platform that is needed to get the international platform is definitely needed when it comes to stuff like that. So it was a good show. I give it 2 thumbs up. I mean, got some good thing. Okay. He looked like he's good in bed. He just got a good, if I said his name right, he looked good. I mean, the man looked good. Can you imagine? That man look like he can la 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 on it, okay? I'm gonna tell you that right now. Okay? Look good. E-man. I don't know how to see y'all call in. How do you pronounce it? E-man? Whatever, he good looking. E-man, good looking. Whatever, he good looking. So I know Amber Rose probably tried to ride that. Anyway, because man, she blessed. Okay. So we're gonna open up the phone lines. I think I talked about everything. Oh, no, we didn't. I'm sorry. You gotta get Brad McKnight. So let's get them down. It was a good episode. Right? And then we gotta talk about Larry Reid. We ain't done. Sit on down. So we ain't done. We ain't done at all. So Brad McKnight, Deadbeat Dad, he did a video and he I-Man. I don't know how to pronounce it. I-Man. Okay, whatever. But Brad McKnight is a deadbeat dad. So Brad McKnight responded to the criticism. And I want to play the clip of what he said. And I'm so tired. I want to hold on, let me go to it really quickly. Let me play what he said, and then we're gonna talk about it. So give me a second. Here we go. Hold on 1 second. I can't hardly hear. I can't hardly hear that.
There's been a lot of discussion online lately about how I talk about my family on social media. Typically,
okay. He was talking about his family, and he said he's gonna defend his family. I don't know what's going on with the volume. He's gonna defend his family, and he's gonna do all this. That's exactly what he's gonna say. He's gonna defend his family, and he's gonna do all this for his family, and all this type of stuff. Because a lot of, and then he said in the video, I only talk about people that. He only talk about his children that he have a relationship with. The children he don't have a relationship with, he don't talk about. And then the neighborhood talk, which I love them because they're so messy, but it's good mess. They post the documentation of the lawsuit that he have with his daughter, and that the plaintiff was awarded general and special damages in the amount. According to the proof at trial, the plaintiff will be awarded punitive damages in amount according to the proof at trial. So his daughter sued Brad McKnight because Brad McKnight kept saying that his daughter was sleeping with his cousin. That was false information. So now Brad McKnight have to pay. He have to pay the first payment $100,000. Then Brad McKnight have to make a second payment of $50,000. Then he have to make a third payment of $50,000. He have to make another payment for another $50,000. So $250,000 that Brad McKnight have to pay his daughter because he kept saying that his daughter was sleeping with the cousin, the first cousin, a family member, and she said that was disrespectful and everything like that. It is what it is. But and then this adult children have to understand. Y'all had a relationship with your father. It is what it is. Just keep living your life. What I would say is do a reality show. Keep living your life. You had a relationship with your father, right? Your father was there for you, right? So it's just best just to, you know what I'm saying, move on with your life because your father have moved on. And for me personally, you know what I'm saying? I get it. I had to move on in a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't force nobody to be a father to me. It's hurtful, it's painful because I would like from, to have a relationship, but it's nothing you could do. You can't force somebody to be with you. You just can't. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times these men, they do wrong with the first group batch of kids. They go marry somebody else or somebody lighter skinned, somebody particularly white, and they become a totally different person. But with the black woman, they really was there. They was grinding. It was really talking about making money. It was doing all that type of stuff. So now they are like, okay, so now they want to be totally different. So I understand when it comes to, but I get it. I understand if that's something that they want to do. I get it. I understand. You want to have a type of situation. You want to be the type of person that have a relationship with your father, but you can't force a man to be there. You can't force a deadbeat dad to be there for you. Just can't. I've tried it. It's nothing you can do, but just live life and move on with your life because you can't force somebody to, be in your life. I mean, honestly, you can't. No matter what you say, you can't force somebody to be there for you. You just have to move on, and just be better than your father. Like when I have future Wiley Juniors, you know what I'm saying? Children of my own, I'm going to be a better father than my father. Only thing I can do is be the better one. Things that my father did not do for me, I'm gonna do for my children. Whew, every time I talk about that, I get choked up, man. Every time I talk about fathers, it just choked me up because it's so I can relate because I'm going through that in my personal life. But I've learned this, and I said this to my people. I said I'm gonna be a better father to my children. Everything that I missed as a child, I'm gonna make sure I be there. And this is why I didn't go around getting a lot of women pregnant, getting any women pregnant, right? Because I understand how that goes neglecting a child. You know what I'm saying? So whenever I have children of my own, I'm gonna be there for them. I'm gonna be there in their lives. I'm gonna be active in their schools. I'm gonna go to their basketball games. I'm gonna go to their football games when I can. I'm gonna try to be there a lot of times in their lives. Spend time with my children. Read to my children. Work with my children. You know what I'm saying? Build them up because I know how I feel not having a father in my life. It's the most painful feeling ever. And I don't care how old you get, it's like it's a pain that you can is there. It's a pain that is hard to describe, but it's there. And if you had your father, you don't understand the pain. You know what I'm saying? So you just hush. But you know, you don't know when your father wasn't there when you was raised and you didn't know who your father is. That's painful. And then when you find them out, then when a relationship that's even more painful. You gotta grieve all the way again, you all over again. But I made a promise to myself that whoever I am fortunate enough to be in a relationship with and have a baby by, or if a seed is out of the relationship, I'm gonna be there for my children. Amen. So I'm gonna just say it right now. I remember we had a pregnancy scare a couple of months ago, but I was prepared. I said, if this the case, I'm gonna be there for my children. Amen. If this is literally the case that I'm a father, I'm gonna take care of my responsibility because I know not taking care of my responsibility is the root effect of that. Do you understand? So I know how to be there for my children. All right. Amen. So I'm gonna open up the phone lines. If y'all want to call in, thank y'all. We just need 2 more donations. We'll be at our goal. God bless you and thank you. That's enough to get us to and from the venue for just 2 more donations. That's enough to get us to and from the inauguration. So we do want to thank you. All right. Now we're gonna open up the phone lines if y'all want to call in. Um, we will open up the phone line, so give me 1 second. I ask you that you please do not use profanity. That's all I ask. Don't use profanity. Okay, 972-674-9460. So it's like the Will Smith with his father scene in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It was painful. Every time I see that scene, I choke up because it was so real. It was so real. And for him to do that, knowing that when I read, Will Smith's book, he had a relationship with his father. His father was into having an ice company, or I think it was an ice company. His father was very active in his life. His father was abusive, um, and everything, but his father were abusive. But that particular scene, it makes me choke up because I think every guy, had that moment, and I've had my moments, and I'm still going through with that, and I don't like to talk about it much because I understand the pain that it feel, because you feel like, oh, this person don't want me. This, you know what I'm saying? This must be something wrong with me. My situation a little bit different, because this particular person didn't know, but once he was notified, it was the same thing, deadbeat, and it's just painful, really, really, really painful. And one day I will be able to tell my story, and let the world know what I was battling with. All right, did nobody else want to call in? Hit that call in number. Y'all better call in. Y'all better call in. Give me a second. Okay, hold on. So what we can do, we can watch that interview that Cupcake came in yesterday. Let me see if I can bring it up here. Look at God. Y'all sending a donation in. God bless you and thank you for that. God bless you. Thank you. I'm sending y'all hearts in. God bless you. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. Let me see if I can find a live. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Let me see if we can watch that together. For those that missed it, we can play it right now. I don't know if I can do a screen share, so give me a second. Oh, this was kind of long. All right, let's see. I'm going to see if we can screen share. We can watch this together. I don't know how to do it. I'm trying to. You know what? I was trying to make sure.
Hi,
Midnight cupcakes. Now I got to ask you, according to our mind, you a white girl. Clearly you ain't white to me, but are you white? Are you transracial? Are you white?
I'm very much Black, African American, for sure.
Yes. So when I first heard your name, I mean, everybody was attacked.
Can y'all hear?
Saying that she's a thief, that you
Can y'all hear?
did not pay your money. Take us back to what really went on, because I saw your DMs. We want to just walk it through. How did you get to meet Milagro and Armand? Give us a little backstory on the relationship with Armand and what's her name? I forgot. Milagro. Around Milagro.
Okay. Well, long story short, I met Milagro via station head because I did a interview with her because I was one of the assault victims for KR, Kalan Walker. So I did an interview with her, gave her my side of the story. I said I was one of the young ladies that I did not choose to come forward and like do the whole testifying and everything, just because I had already healed from it and it just didn't serve me a purpose. So that's how I met her and initially spoke to her. Met her at the Lane's court case. So I met her physically when she flew down for the trial. Armand came, I think, day 2, but that's when I met them. So I met them together during that time.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So to take us back to the first day of the courtroom, because I'm guessing you went the entire trial for the entire sentencing. Okay. So you met them. How did that go? Y'all hanging out?
Met them hanging out. I hung out more so with Milagro more than Armand. Armand and I became closer when, well, not even closer, but I don't think we ever hung out one-on-one. We only hung out during trial, during court hearings. So we would text here and there and try and meet up, but it never really happened. I thought the relationship was good. Maybe I was in it on my own, but I was under the impression that we all like keyed together and like had fun and like, you know, go and dip it and do it. But that's not the case. I've been bamboozled.
So y'all go out, y'all, according to Armand, y'all all plan to go out to a restaurant. And he was saying you were being obnoxious, pretending to be this white girl. Y'all went to one restaurant and it was closed, and you went to another one, they didn't know you. And he said, according to him, that you said, I want shots on the house. He said that. Did you say that? Did you want to get free drinks?
No, okay, so let's get into it because I just did my podcast. It should be dropping any minute now, but let's get into it. I'm gonna get Wiley. You are very notorious, so I'm definitely a pleasure to be on here with you, my love.
Yes, yes.
I'm definitely Black. I am adopted. My adopted parents are not Caucasian, and I did go to a school in the Valley, in Palmdale, as well as West Covina. I went to 2 different high schools. I definitely know I'm Black. It's crazy how I don't get along with Black people, but you know, nonetheless, I love my people and want to be accepted, but this is how I speak. So it is what it is. Sorry, my dog. So we went to, after court, they let me pick the scene because earlier that day during the quick recess, Armand chose to go to the Ace Hotel in downtown. The Ace Hotel is not really my vibe. It's very snoozeville, especially during the day. It's very like, it's in the city. It's like, it's not really like fun. So we didn't have enough time. Some young ladies who had joined us, we didn't have enough time because we were going to go back to the court. They weren't able to get in. So they were like, we're just going to stay here. So all we had was water. Armand ordered chips and guac, but that's because he could stay. We didn't have time to order food because we had to leave. So when we went back, finished trial, motion was denied. After court, we all decide, you know, Armand and Millie went to go change. They came to court when it ended. I called the Uber. We went to a restaurant or a sports bar called Third Base. Okay, it's after 5. The basketball game is on. They're charging for tables. They're charging for $50. You know, you have to spend $50 minimum, including food and drinks. They're not playing music. They're literally watching the game. So I'm like, well, why don't we need to stay here? Y'all don't want to spend $50 a head. We can easily rack that up, but this is not our vibe. So if anyone knows Hollywood, you know, Third Base, Tao, Mama's Shelter, it's like a trifecta. It's all walking distance, literally. So we're there. We're still waiting for Nick at night and her guy friend. So we tell them what's up. We're not going to stay here. We're just going to walk over. So they end up joining. We walk over, or I think they were parking or something. So Millie and I walk over, as well as Tia walk over to Mama's Shelter. So Mama's Shelter is a hotel. The top part is the rooftop. That's called Mama's Shelter. Downstairs, I'm not really sure what it's called, but everyone knows you just go upstairs through the elevator. So we go upstairs. Everyone's there, having a good time. I go order myself and Armand shots. And then I take them to the table. I had to pay at the bar. I could not take it and add it to the table because we hadn't even like got a waiter. So I came, myself and Armand are having shots. I tricked Millie and got Millie a shot of water. So it was supposed to be this whole like prank to see if she takes it. She notices. She never notices, but she's like, I don't want to take the shot. And I was like, you have to take the shot. Just try it. And so she takes a little sip and she's like, what is this? I said, drink it. She's like, girl, is this water? And I was like, yeah, it's water. I was trying to play a prank on you, but whatever. Armand never takes a shot. He's complaining about the glasses are dirty, but you know,
because he said in his video, he said, I have some of the notes here, that he said on that particular drink that it had your lipstick, he accused you of drinking out of that cup. He said, quote, it looked like she drank out of the cup and I didn't feel comfortable drinking that drink because it seems that you drank out the cup. Then he said when he proceeded to get up that you got some other type of drinks and he said he didn't feel comfortable because he left a drink at the table that he purchased, but he said he didn't want to drink that either because he thought you were going to take a sip of the drink because he said, quote, on that cup, it was some residue of lipstick.
Well, I don't wear lipstick. I wear lip gloss, but he was already complaining about how dingy the cups were. He loved the venue. I did my big one with picking this spot because it's more his scene, but he never took a shot. I have a video of us getting the shots and pretending to take them. He had his shot. So he never takes
so
a
to
shot.
answer that, you didn't drink. So what I'm saying, you didn't drink his drink.
How when I have my own shot, babe? I didn't even finish mine when they came.
And then he also said that he accuses you of asking the question, do you think I'm white? Do you think I'm white? You kept bringing it up. Did you kept asking him that question, quote, do you think I'm white?
I have a question for everybody who has any type of common sense. Why would I need to ask Armand Wiggins if he thinks that I think that I'm white? This is not our first time hanging out, babe. For anyone in the chat listening, this is not our first time hanging out. I don't have an identity crisis. This is for him. I watched bits and pieces. I haven't even really watched his live in full because I can't stand it. Can't stand him because all of this is coming out now. How much he never liked me, his discernment, why didn't you listen to it? Does anyone want to clear up why someone was giving me multiple chances to hang out, FaceTime, and be sending voice notes back and forth? How many chances was he going to give me? Because this is the first incident that I've ever known to then have all this spew of hate coming out. So let's get back to the shots. So he never takes the shots. I didn't even take mine. Millie's the only one who took anything from the cup. It's again, this cup of water, whatever. Now food's coming out, drinks coming out. I told the table I have friends coming, newly engaged couple. They're going to join. No one said anything that was a problem. They joined. My girlfriend had just got off a flight. She was tired. She wanted tea. So I said, well, let's get you some tea. The rooftop is only a bar. It does not have tea. Tea is downstairs at the restaurant part.
Right, because he said you brought guests. He said they didn't know them. He felt uncomfortable that you're bringing strangers where they don't even hardly know you and you're bringing new people. He accused you of bringing strangers to something that, you know, that y'all don't even really know each other like that, but yet you're bringing your friends, but he said he didn't feel comfortable around them either.
How does he not know me well enough for me to bring guests? But he said that I leaned over and said that he was signed to Kanye or had been signed to Kanye. So I'm, number one, filling you in on the people that I'm bringing. So I'm giving you kind of a backstory to make sure you know that it's okay. When you gave Tia that same smoke in the car, like, I don't really know you, I'm not really comfortable, she still got to come. And if he doesn't know me that well, why is he getting in cars that I'm calling? Why are we going to lunch prior? The whole trial we're hanging out. We're doing business lunches and I'm getting all the tea that he needs to invoice me on. It's not making sense. Wiley, does that make sense to you?
Well, he was saying in the live, he said that you were going and asking him questions about your podcast. He accuses you of asking him so many questions, and that Armand just looked at Milagro and said, I'm done answering questions because she's trying to pick my brain. He also said he's not going to answer the question or say that you are a white girl. He's going to say, oh no, you're not white, you're black. So he was accusing you of all those things. So were you trying to use Milagro and Armand Wiggins to start your podcast, to do this, to get promotion for your podcast?
No, and it's so unfortunate that they think that I would ever want to be a part of their cult or have their cult following to come to my beautiful, positive platform, which I've yet to start. No one even knows me, which is why this is, again, so disheartening. It's sad because for them to take this to social media without allowing me a private conversation, that business meeting happened in April. It's May. Why is that just not coming up? Why are you just not exposing every single thing that you felt uncomfortable with? I've never known someone to sit on this much content and wait for something to blow up to be like, oh, XYZ, ABCD, like run down the whole list. That doesn't make any sense to me. That's the fakest thing I've ever witnessed on my time on earth. It wasn't a business meeting. We had lunch, which they were already at the rooftop, a different rooftop. And I came because I went to go change into a dress where I can take pictures in because I just bought it. When I came in this beautiful gown, elaborate, he was like, okay, you did your big one. So I'm getting praised for looking cute like a little Barbie. And then I tell them, hey, I'm working on
you about your looks. He said that you were looking like a nightgown, like it's like you're going to some type of ball type of party. He was pretty much accusing you that you were overdressed, and that y'all are just hanging out. It's not like a big old red carpet type of event or this big
It's
type of
LA.
dance event. What he said.
It's LA. I'm gonna overdress. Why is that such an? I never knew he had an issue with how I dressed. Again, I need everyone to ask themselves, why is this grown Black man worried about Cupcake, self-proclaimed princess, Hollywood it girl? I'm gonna have on the outfit I want to wear, and I'm getting the content. And they were still in court outfits, so they were dressed pretty nice. I wanted to get out of my slacks and get into a dress that he took a picture of me in.
And you did post some videos on your IG of y'all taking pictures. It's a couple of things in my phone here that you posted in your story concerning you and Armand. And I want to make sure I get the narrative right of what you posted, because this is, to me, judging by these photos, I'm shocked to see you and him, going back and forth the way that y'all are going back and forth in the media. Y'all took pictures and y'all were, taking pictures lovey-dovey, and like you was sitting beside him and everything was good. It was just great. I'm hearing back in, I'm saying Christmas. This is going all the way back in Christmas. Happy Merry Christmas. Love you. You said love you. You was like, hey, babe, Happy New Year. Cheers to everyone you accomplished and everything that has your name on it. And a pleasure to have met an amazing soul. Cheers to 2023. He responded, Happy New Year, boo. And that day you said, Armand, babes, where you at tonight? And he also gave a message. So I'm not understanding, where's all this energy coming from? It seemed to me that y'all were cordial, judging by these receipts that I'm seeing here.
Right. You gotta fill me in, babe, because I thought that same thing. I'm under the impression that this guy likes me, fucks with me in any way, shape, or form, to where we're texting like we're friends. I met him in December. It's now May, and there's an issue that has arisen that he has not given me the grace to talk about privately.
Mm-hmm.
And so we know how social media works. I don't do social media. This is not my league. This is not how I wanted to be introduced to the world. This is not how I want my platform to start. I'm doing quote unquote interviews about some drama. I'm a trained dancer. I work in finance. I have a degree. I'm an athlete. I do big things, and I have celebrity friends along the way. And so for this to be happening, it's disgusting, because now it's like leaked phone numbers. It's like, I'm suicidal. It's all these different things where and Millie doesn't even live here. She doesn't live in the state.
Mm-hmm. And I want to ask you this about the money. Y'all go to the restaurant, y'all order food. Take us back to that moment, to the viewers that are listening. Y'all are at the restaurant. I'm assuming, according to Armand Wiggins, was about 7 people there, including you, with 7. So y'all at the restaurant, y'all order. Take us back to that day that went on in the beginning stages.
Yeah, so, again, after leaving third base, walking over to Mama's shelter, the rooftop, we're all sit down. So again, the shots were never taken. I never took my shot. He never took his shot. And, the third one was a cup of water. Food starts coming. Millie takes her food to go, or she boxes it because she said she needed to smoke to even have an appetite before she can eat. So her food never was plated. It was in a box. And then I think she paid prior to. So when my friends come, my girlfriend, she just got off a flight from Ohio. She's, exhausted. She wants tea. They don't have tea upstairs. They have tea downstairs. They're not able to go downstairs and bring it up because it's 2 different, technically 2 different restaurants. So I tell her, take a shot. She's like, I don't want to take a shot. That's not going to wake me up. That's not going to do anything for me. I said, well, just take a shot. So I said, here, I'll take one. So I took my original shot. Before that even happened, Armand asked for a fresh cup. He asked for a fresh shot. So now it's my shot that I'm about to take, the dirty shot that supposedly had the lipstick, and then a fresh shot. So now there's 3 official shots. So before my friends came, I did give a shot away to an older woman who was there. She didn't take it, so it's still sitting there. So I take my shot, and I tell my friend to take that particular shot that I had given away that still wasn't touched, but that was the dirty lipstick shot. She takes a sip, doesn't want it. I tell her fiance, take half of it, and then I'll take the rest. So there's still a full shot sitting over here from a fresh, brand new cup that Armand asked for. That wasn't touched, that he didn't pay for. So they're like, you know what? We want some tea. We're going to go downstairs. No matter what, we're going downstairs to get the tea. I said, well, wait, I can walk you down there. So I'm like, well, are you guys done? We're kind of wrapping up. Let's get the check so that we can all just make the move downstairs. I asked the check. The check comes. It's looking like an area code. It's $374 and some odd change. So I laugh and I'm like, okay, let's just throw the check up and see where it lands. So, whoever pays for it. It's supposed to be a joke. He got a little laugh out of it. So the waitress comes back and she brings Armand a frosé. And I'm like, we're leaving. How do you have a brand new drink? He's like, well, I really wanted to have this drink. It's already done. Like, let's just pay and get out of here. But I'm like, we can't leave with you having a brand new, fresh frosé in a martini glass. Like, they're not going to let you take that downstairs. We're not going to wait and walk around up here and it's cold while you finish that drink. So he's like, well, do you want to try some? And I was like, I actually do want to try some. So he grabs his fork, whether that was clean or dirty, who knows? He grabs his fork, he scoops some of the frosé out and feeds it to me. I taste it. I'm like, okay, it is good, but we still got to go. So the waitress, like, I can't split the check 7 different ways. The young lady already paid her tab. So you guys need to figure it out. So as they're trying to figure it out and Armand's slowly sipping on this frosé, I'm like, you guys, I'm going to go walk my friends downstairs to get the tea. I'll be right back. They don't say anything. They don't acknowledge that I said something. So I go downstairs. And of course, I'm taking my purse. Why would I leave my purse around people I don't know? They don't know me that well, right? Why would I leave my purse in my sweater? I put my sweater on. It's cold. I'm anemic. I grab my purse. We go take the elevator down. I go downstairs. We get the tea. As we get the tea, they don't have agave. They have honey. They have to go with the honey from the kitchen. It's a whole thing. So I'm sitting down there for at least, I want to say 7 minutes. We were chopping it up for a while. They're like, you know what? We don't really vibe with your friends. We're not going back upstairs. Can you walk us to the car? Now, I have said I've officially left. I told this around my platform that I did admit to leaving. I'm wrong for leaving the premises. If that's what you guys are wanting to say, you left technically. I did leave. I walked my friends to the car. Now, the first sports bar we went to, here. Tao, right here. The rooftop here. It's all walking distance. Mm-hmm. They park in the middle on the street. As we're walking to the car, the manager is opening up Tao and sees me. And he also sees the gentleman I'm with, who's a rapper. He's like, Cupcake, wait, what? Like, you got to come in and bless. Like, let me just give a shot on the house. Like, this is one of my favorite rappers. I listen to his music. I know you. Come take a shot. We go inside. And that's when the fucking bullshit unfolds of me leaving the premises, to where they're now texting me, asking me where I am.
Mm-hmm. And so they're texting you in another part of the place, not in the restaurant. You're in another place, in another restaurant. So take us back. Who come to confront you about the money? They sending you texts, and did you call them back? Like, what was that conversation like?
So Milagro called me. Her phone lives on Do Not Disturb, but she called me and I did not answer because I then realized, like, this is the type of girl I am. I bop around. And it's such a large party that I was like, are they not having fun? Did he finish his drink? Whatever, they'll figure it out. They'll call me, they'll text me. So that didn't register till later. So again, I can apologize and be a grown-ass woman. So anyway, she calls me. I don't answer because I'm like, that's going to look a certain way with hearing the music of Tao. So I text her, hey, on my way back, or I'm downstairs. So she knows. But again, her phone's on Do Not Disturb. Mm-hmm. So then Armand texts me. He says, where you at? Or I said, I texted him as well. I'm downstairs. And he says, well, come back up, pay your part of the bill. And I said, well, I think it's $10. And in a way, I'm kind of insinuating, like, it's $10. Like, can you just get it? Like, I'm already somewhere, like, planted. But he's like, come up here and pay your bill. And I said, okay, here I come. It's $10 French fries. And I think 5 minutes goes by. I want to say 5 minutes goes by. Armand comes storming into Tao. And I want to say something key right here is because the manager, I told him that I had a large party coming, because where we sat to take those shots is like a small little booth. And I was like, I have a large party coming. I need a table. He's like, okay, let me go look at the front desk and see how many tables we had for the party of 9. Because it was 7, but my 2 friends 9. So he's at the front. Armand comes storming in. Do you know Cupcake? Is Cupcake here? Manager knows me, so he points them right to me. I can't see them coming. They just gotta hit the corner. Armand comes storming in. Finger, I'm sitting down. He's standing up. FUUB, don't ever talk to me again. You're da-da-da-da. And I'm like, you guys found me. Like, Blue's Clues. You guys found me. Like, cool. Now we're going to sit down and have, like, a good time. I'm like, what? So I'm like, the manager comes because he already saw what type of time. So he kind of followed behind when he saw Armand had this energy. Because Cupcake just told him that I have a party coming. So this is the party. But he didn't know they were on that type of time. So the manager comes and standing between us. I'm sitting down. He's standing up. He said, we're not doing that in here. You're definitely not talking to her like that. So you can go outside with that type of energy. So he already stormed out. Then Nick's friend comes. Nick at Night's friend, the guy comes and he's like about to say something. I said, no. You definitely can't talk to me. I don't know you. We don't have a conversation. I've never met you. This grown-ass man just did this. You're not going to talk to me like this. So the manager then says, when I said nobody's going to talk to her like this or talk to her in this space with that type of tone, I meant nobody. So he's like, all right. And he just leaves. And then Auntie, everyone left after Nick's friend or Armand stormed out. So it's just now the old lady standing there, the auntie. She's like, Cupcake, that's wrong, Cupcake. And I said, what are you talking about? How much was the bill? She said, I don't know, but you should have never left us. I said, I'm downstairs. I'm not in a different city. I'm downstairs.
Because
she's like,
Armand, he was saying that, the bill, your share was $40. And you're saying that it was not $40.
I'm saying I ordered $10 French fries. They're saying regarding tax, gratuity, and a health COVID code of some other 10 odd % that it jumped up to $40, $43 and some change. Now, my math may be off, but taxes with a $10, maybe 15, 16, whatever health code, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, $43. I know I live in expensive ass LA, but how did it jump up $30? We can Google the Mama Shelter, the menu. I had $10 French fries. But what they're not saying is how I paid the bill. How I gave Milagro cash.
Yes, they did. You gave it at the courthouse, I'm assuming, when you saw her the next day. You should give the money. Then it went from that to you accusing Milagro Graham being pretty much a cheater, flirting with Tory Lanez's brother. That you had a serious allegation that she was flirting with brother. Is that true? And I don't know if she's married. I'm assuming my is telling me that she is married, that she was flirting.
I didn't know how serious the marriage was because I don't see her wearing a wedding ring.
Oh, she don't wear a wedding ring. Wow, that's news to me.
I'd never seen her have a wedding ring on. So I didn't know if that was like a real thing, or like some people are like, oh, I'm married, common law type of thing. So
yeah, common law, yeah.
So that's totally her business. But she posted in her Discord yesterday or the day when it was happening, the inappropriate photo that she took with Tory Lanez's brother with her leg across his when they were standing up taking a photo and her leg was up. And she also told me how she told me how he gave her this intensive stare, and like I said, girl, you know he love bombed you. You know that's not like it's all smoke and mirrors. Like she's like, well, he just gave me this intensive stare. Then he texted her at the lunch and he even called her while we were having the rooftop. Yeah, she showed the text message. It was a Canadian number. She showed the text message to Armand, and I saw the text via his sunglasses. I hate to do this. Wow. This is wild.
Oh, wow. That is something there. Wow, that's just breaking news. And then you went from that, honey, like you were just spilling tea. It went from the $40 to you exposing that Armand Wiggins is working with College Hill, Tiffany Pollard. You actually tagged Tiffany Pollard saying it's not right to leak things about production without, before it come out. Well, how did you know about that tea that he's doing that show?
You know what? I want people to know something before I answer that, Wiley. I am such a great ball of energy. I'm loving. I'm fun. I've learned a lot through this Hollywood lifestyle, and I've had my fair share of girls leaving me outside the club where I couldn't get in, or I wasn't dressed appropriate, or I didn't have the it girl look. I wasn't giving. And now that I'm in these spaces, I want to be so smart and safe and strategic with my platform that I am a pleasure to be around. Hence why I've gotten this information. People speak freely around me. I share secrets. I know things. You know things. Cool. I have a lot to lose. You have a lot to lose. I'm never doing this out of ill intent, maliciousness, or anything. So I have friends that are friends with Tiffany, who have a podcast, who I have a personal relationship with. I have friends who know Armand that discuss different things. I never told Armand that because that's messy. Armand exposed himself at the table talking about there's some news regarding College Hill. He wanted everyone to know. I can't say much, but just know College Hill and let you know Armand's the one who said it first. Tiffany is going to eat this season, and let's just say you will soon find out. Sorry about that. Wow. So I put two and two together, and I'm like, his ass is not going to be on the show, or Tiffany's about to drop a bomb regarding my mind just went anywhere, baby, husband, whatever. But I'm just like, Armand's too excited. It's him. He's going to be on the show. He can't wait to make his TV debut.
Okay. Well, we reached out to BET. We will wait for a response on that because, just to see. But I feel as though for me, let's just say you owe the $40. This is a women's issue, right? Because I'm hearing from Armand, Milagro paid for it. I felt as though that Armand Wiggins was out of order to address you because he didn't pay for the $40. Milagro paid for it. It's in his own words. For him to call you a B, him to come at you like that was uncalled for. Because this is not $40 million. This is $40. This is not the end of the world. And it was already paid for. And then you paid the money back. But do you feel like Armand Wiggins owed you an apology?
Absolutely. Do I want it? No. I totally agree with you, Wiley. Milagro didn't have that energy. She said she had just had a death in the family, and that if that death hadn't happened, she would have gave me all the smoke. She does not feel that Armand was out of line because she said it's fair game. And I said, how is it fair game? He's still a man at the end of the day. I'm a young lady, and I'm actually the most disrespected by men. And it's actually, she knows that. She knows my story. So for her standing there while this man talked to me, then the next day I'm giving her the money in her hand, looking her dead in her face, still no energy. So I'm confused how now that you're back home in your city, you go on your station head and you have all this stuff to say, and you want to talk about exposing certain audio, but you didn't have that energy then and there.
Well,
she knew Armand was going to do a story time.
Right, I understand that, but what is this audio they're talking about? What is this audio? Because even Armand was always, oh, don't drop it yet. Is this what is it? What audio is she talking about? What is she alluding to, do you think?
So if she drops it, I will have, and that person on the audio will have our attorneys get into some things. The audio is an update on someone's health. And I shared that with her, which I shouldn't have, but in the text I posted on my Instagram story, I said, I'm going to share this with you. Please do not share it. She said, I would never. I even have her audio saying, like, gee, this is legendary. I would never share this, but like, this is
Jamie
wild.
Foxx? Did celebrities help? Jamie Foxx help? Like, who helped? Is it somebody famous?
It's someone famous. I'm not going to say the name, but if they drop it, then we'll obviously know. But I just think, again, someone gave me their word they were never going to share something. She gave it to him to use as ammo when her and I should have the issue, which we shouldn't have an issue because I paid her. So now what are we talking about?
So they're telling you that they're going to drop. They said Eric Bishop, aka Jamie Foxx. Many people are saying that is Jamie Foxx. Wow. So you were privy to some private information that, of course, that would leak to Milagro, and she's going to drop it. And then Armand, do you think Armand Wiggins, that Milagro is being used by Armand Wiggins, or Armand Wiggins, is using her clout to build himself up?
I don't think either of them had clout. I didn't even know who they were prior to the Tory Lanez case. I promise there's no shade, there's no blood clot tea, you understand? Like, I didn't know who they were. I met Millie from, like, I think, first of all, these TVs and phones be listening, but she kept popping up. Mob Radio kept popping up. And first I was like, okay, she's gutter. She's from the South. I'm from the South. Okay, Texas all day. And I was like, okay, she's kind of funny. Like, she has that little banter. And then, she started getting to serious topics. And when she mentioned the whole thing, I was like, damn, I actually could speak on this. Worst idea in my life. Armand, never knew him, never met him, never even saw him around LA or Hollywood. He doesn't even go to Hollywood. It's no way he should have never been to that rooftop. That should not have been his first experience with me. Because I go there to pregame. That's not where I end the night. Armand doesn't go to the places I go to. He doesn't probably get invited to places I go to. I don't think he's ever been to Delilah's, Barry's, like the Thompson Hotel. I don't think he's been to either of those places. He goes to day parties in the ghetto. Like, he goes to, what is it? I don't even know what it's called. I can't even think of it. But he goes to day parties and calls it a night at like 9 o'clock. I don't start getting ready until 9 o'clock. So I didn't know who they were. Wow. I don't know whose tail they're chasing.
And well, a lot of people keep saying Jamie Foxx. They're just all in my DM saying Jamie Foxx, Jamie Foxx, Jamie Foxx, Jamie Foxx. let's just say, point of argument, if it is Jamie or someone this caliber, why would you send that to Milagro? I just want to quote, Milagro is the type of women that have defended and said that Kaylin Walker was innocent, which he was convicted of the R word. She also defended Tory Lanez, which Tory Lanez was convicted for what he did to Megan Thee Stallion. So why would you send it to a woman that is not trustworthy, always about problematic black men? I'm not shocked that she took a problematic black man like Armand and cussing you out, because she have a history of defending problematic black men. This is in her history. I mean, if you're problematic, she would defend you. So why would you send a recording of, let's just say, Jamie Foxx or whomever to a blogger?
You know what's crazy? I asked myself that all day today, because I was like, that's one of the biggest mistakes and biggest regrets. The reason or my motivation for sending it in the first place, because I really, really, really considered her a friend, and we have had private conversations. I know a lot of private things about her that I would not repeat, and she gave me her word, but I've given her my word. My word actually means something, and I don't have a platform as big as she does. On top of that, the things that I have shared that she hasn't said so far, I'm like, okay, not up until this point, but like, I've dated a few celebrities and I've shared private things with her, and she's never shared those things. So I'm like, okay, I sent this back like a month ago. So that was just a quick update I had received when she asked me, oh, how is so-and-so doing? I was like, oh my God, so good. I just actually got a voicemail, crazy thing. I was like, I sent it to not only show proof and verify because of all the stuff that was going on, but I thought I could trust her. That was my girlfriend, I thought. I bought her shoes. She left her bag at my place. We were like, actually, I'm her friend. I thought I was her friend. Biggest mistake.
Wow. So you thought y'all were friends. The friendship is pretty much over. She done so many lives about you on Station Head.
I
can't
don't know
think.
why.
Okay.
Wiley, can you literally tell me why all of a sudden Cupcake is making this much noise?
I think it's simple. Milagro and Armand were both embarrassed. They were kicked out of the courtroom. Milagro was embarrassed. Tory Lanez lost the case. He did not get a retrial. So she's trying to change the narrative by just getting you together, right? Because she don't have this celebration that she thought she was going to have by defending Tory Lanez. That is just out of the window. He's going to prison, in June. And Armand was embarrassed because though he was dressed like he was in Fashion Nova gear, they kicked him out with those Gucci shoes on. So they're trying to change the narrative by coming after you and blowing out this $40 situation and making it a big storyline, because both of them was clearly embarrassed. Now also, Nick at Night, she jumped into the party and posted about the situation on her live, but she have since took it down. Did you reach out to her and tell her to take it down? Because she talked about the $40 situation. She had removed it, didn't really get any views, low views. Nobody really watched it. And then she removed it. A lot of people are saying to me, my producer, saying that the rumors word on the street that you did all this for clout. You did all this to grow your podcast. You did all this. You got into the beef with them just to grow your show. Is that the truth?
No. I would never want my introduction to be this $40 French fry gate. Honestly, like
I never heard of French fries costing $40. Honestly, I've never. There must have been some good fries.
I promise you, the big heavy hitters I've been around with, I definitely know how to have a rollout for a show. I definitely know how to have a casting call. I definitely know how to do, like, my whole brand is cutesy, cupcake, frosting, confetti, sparkle, like energy vibes. This is disgusting. The two people that I'm involved with do celebrity commentary and gossip, and that's fine. that's not what I'm going to ever discuss on my podcast. I'm going to discuss how you can literally have fun and not be a city girl. You can be a good girl. Like I would talk about so many other things that I would have a way better rollout. And I don't need to even ever have beef with them. Regarding the Nick at Night situation, I've never talked to her a day in my life. Even at the table, she asked me a question about a gentleman at the courthouse that I have fun banter with who gets me a hot chocolate ever so often. She asked me a question about him. That was the only time we spoke. She doesn't really have any dog in the fight because I didn't do her wrong. I didn't pay her tab. She don't feel like I left her. So I don't think she really even cared. And all love to her. I don't know her. So I didn't ask her I didn't see her video. I don't even know her channel name. I don't know.
Wow. Okay. A lot of people are saying that they want to cuss you out and that you is nothing but a person that want to grow. But I'm assuming that you say you on her Discord. I don't know if you subscribe, but you get the information.
I get information from people in my Instagram now, either wanting to confirm because I had actually met her and hung out with her in person. So they'll send me things like, does she talk about Nikki? Does she do this? Does she that? And so I'll either answer if I'm bored, but I don't really like pay attention to what's over there. I have 1 million views on YouTube. I had them since 2018, 2017, between 2 dance videos. If I wanted a viral moment, I'd go and make a video again. Like I know how to do this. Hence why I then wanted to move into a podcast realm and see if I can master that. I don't have a Twitter. I don't tweet. YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. I have 130,000 views on TikTok. I know how to do this. And this is before y'all even knew me. I dance. All my videos that are consisting of that views are dancing. I tried the vlogging and day by day, but I was like, that's not really for me. I'm really like private when it comes to like that. But like, I have some shit to say now, but now y'all didn't woke me up. And I hate having to turn up. But when I turn up, I don't stop. But that's not my brand. But they want it to be me so bad. But I'm not going to lay down and be spoken about and death threats over $40 French fries.
A lot of people were saying that you were being accused, that Ron was saying that you doxed him, that you post his address, you post his number. And he also said, quote, I'm so glad I did not allow that bee in my home.
I'm all types of bees, but he gave us a whole tour. That's what I'm saying. When him and Milagro had the conversation, the little sit down where she had the sunglasses on, and he was when they had that conversation, I was there. I brought a bottle of liquor. No one saying anything about how I came with gifts. There was also another young lady there from the courthouse that was there. She got invited to come and be like doing the behind the scenes. I have footage of that too. After that, we all decided to go to his place. I brought everybody Jack in the Box. Nobody paid me back. They were sure eating over his fireplace. We went to his rooftop. We went to go look at the pool, and he showed us his coming up story of how the place he's in a high rise now and how he looks down to where he used to live and how far he's come. He damn near cried. We've had these personal moments. There's no way I'm clout chasing. Y'all didn't know about any of that until now. Please stop playing with me.
So
he used to be a leasing agent, so I definitely know where he lives, but I would never play with someone's address like that. I don't play with people's safety.
Mm-hmm. So he was crying on the rooftops of where far he came, but as you're breaking news here, I didn't know that you were there at that particular place when he was interviewing Milagro, that you were there. While he made it seem like you don't know nothing about his place, you wasn't invited, you wasn't there. He was saying, all type of things. Wow.
Cannot. That's what I'm saying. And I've been this quiet because this is not my brand. This is not who I am. They've dragged me outside. They keep calling me outside. Mm-hmm. So now I'm outside. I'm on the sidewalk, but if I step in that street.
Oh my gosh. So is you ever going to have a conversation with him? Because personally, we would have not known this story if our mom would have just kept quiet. Because Milagro didn't say anything. Well, I think she said, but I'm talking about the YouTube community wouldn't have cared because it would have just been on station yet. I felt as though that he used you for clout. I think he used you to build his platform for clicks and views.
And who am I?
Yeah, but he didn't have the courtesy of to even put respect in your name. He just dragged you, talked about how you talk, talking about that you wanted to be white, all of those type of things. And clearly you are a proud Black woman, and he still didn't apologize for his wicked behavior, acting out of turn, because despite how much he takes up his backside, despite how much he lick and lap, he's still a man. At the end of the day, he's still a man. And I think a lot of people in the community get it twisted just because they're feminine, just because they got a man that they don't have a social media and they control him and tell him to buy stuff and clean up the house and all of that, and hit him in dark rooms. You're still considered a man, that you don't go at a woman when you didn't even pay the $40, to be honest. And then he's acting ignorant in public. That doesn't make any sense. One of the things they kept saying that you are a trans woman, and then he was calling you a trans, saying that you are a man. Are you a trans woman?
I'm not.
And he was saying all, I'm like, why is he saying all these things?
Because he's hitting below the belt. It's so nasty. It's so dirty. And that's what I'm saying. This never would have happened and come to light. And I want to say something. They said that I started by posting something about being attacked by a gay Black man. Whatever I posted in the tiniest font somehow got to him and made him upset. Somehow he then was like, oh, we went to lunch with some people and somebody skipped out on the tab. And so Millie then says, oh, well, the photo that he took, it's me, Nick, Armand, and some other lady. So they're going to do process of elimination. And I don't want them thinking it's me. So I'm going to clear my name. Everyone knows I was at that lunch. They know we hang out together when you're in LA. So you guys weren't doing process of elimination. You guys wanted some story time. You wanted something. And on top of that, you picked a little old nobody like me. But now I'm here. And timing is everything. If God is pushing me to the light to stop these bullies, then I will. But how it got this messy, he's not going to apologize. I don't want an apology from him. He's going to keep going. He's going to keep going until it gets messy. And then he's going to then go to court, which he's not allowed in courtrooms these days. So I don't know how we're going to fight that. But it's going to get messy.
Yes. Yes. Oh, wow. It's just really a lot, because I had this conversation with you. I wasn't planning on it because I heard about your story, and I mean, I thought it was like $4 million or $400. It was just $40. What do you want people to learn from this, to learn about you? Like, is there anything that you want to announce? I know you said you have your podcast. So what's the name of the podcast and when we should get episode of your podcast?
I hate a shameless plug, but here I go.
Go ahead.
The name so everyone does know me by Cupcakes. My Instagram is McKnight Cupcakes, but my name is Samantha. My podcast name is Exp0sed. I will be definitely addressing the situation. I'm hoping to get the footage. I filmed before we spoke. I filmed about an hour ago. I hope to get the footage in the next 30 minutes or so. They're going to color correct and get me right. I do have my thumbnail I'm going to post later. Sam said so. That's the first episode. It's not really me addressing this. I did the reply video today, but my first episode, I will have a special guest on there. I hope to film that top of June. My birthday's in July, so I'm definitely gonna have a launch party. You're definitely more than welcome to come. I hope I can fly you out to LA. But I want people to learn from this that Armand's a human.
Yes.
Milagros a human. They are having a moment with me right now. I don't need anyone caping or going to bat with them to try and play with me if they see me on these Hollywood streets.
Absolutely.
Not only am I'm a human, I'm a young lady. I don't want to walk around security. I like being able to move around the cabin freely. But I want everyone to know that this is internet. This is not real life.
All right, you guys, here we go. So we're about to go right back live. We're going to end and close this live. And we're going to address some other things because Armand Wiggins, we just got off his live and he responded to us. So we're going to do our due diligence to respond back to what he said about us. And so we are going to do that live on the air. We already dropped the link in the chat. So anything you got to do, go to the community wall. It is on Instagram. If you need the link, it is definitely there. We posted it everywhere. It's on the community wall. If you want to see it, you can click the link in there as well. Click. We already have that. We will see y'all over there. Thank everybody for your contributions, for donating. Keep it up because we got some things to do. So I will see y'all in the next live. Okay. All right. So we already got that live already up, and we're about to go live. Okay. So don't go nowhere. Just join the other live with his name over there, and we're going to definitely dive into it. Okay. All right. So moderators, meet me over there. We do not want to block. Do not block anybody. Okay. Do not get on there and blocking nobody. We want people to be able to comment. Okay. All right. We're going to have this open to the general public. So we ask that you all please get there. We definitely going to dive into that. All right. And no blocking at all. Thank you all so very much for contributing to the show. Some of y'all say y'all going to do it. Thank y'all so very much. Okay. All right. We will see y'all in the next live. Okay. Here we go. Let me log out of this, and I'll be right back with another live. We going on YouTube. Go to YouTube. We going back on YouTube. All right. Go to YouTube. Okay. Go to YouTube. The video is up there. Do y'all see the video up there? It's on YouTube. Do y'all see the video up there? Let me know. I posted it up there. It should be on the community wall. It should be up there. Okay. All right. Click the link. Okay. All right. All right. Head over to YouTube. Okay. All right. Let's all get it there. All right. See you on the next video.